After wearing suits, you wear your shoe, expensive shoe, do expensive hair, rub expensive foundation, you know, wear jewelries, and then you go for the interview. The interview you finish, you do so well, and then they're asking you if you can collect 30,000. 30,000. What an insult! First class. First class. It is only in Nigeria that it happens. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. If today is the first time on this channel, first time I've seen this face, you're definitely welcome. And if today isn't your first time, thank you for always coming back to watch all of my videos. If you have, and if you haven't, make sure to watch all of my videos. Click on the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and at the end of this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Okay, so straight into the video. Oh well, before I go straight into today's video, yes, I'm back to Lagos. Let me answer your questions. I'm back to Lagos. I have a colored hair. Yes, I'm looking all good, all refreshed, well rested, and I'm so excited about that. So I have a lot of energy, and guys, like, yes, I mean every single thing written on this tee. It's your loss, baby. It's your, why am I vain? If you're wondering, I actually got this top on Shein official. Some of my things got to me a few weeks back, but I was away. Now that I'm back, I went to pick it up, and yes, I decided to rock this. I have a few other things, so if you guys want me to do a haul, let me know and I'll consider doing that. But anyways, that's not why I'm here today. I'm here for serious business, because I remember while I was on my tour, someone sent me a message. He's a freshly graduated student. Is that good English? He graduated freshly. He's a new graduate. Guys, he just came out of uni, okay, and he wanted to know if I had any job opportunity I could mention to him, or if I had any advice, you know, that could help him secure a job in Nigeria. And I'm like, okay, instead of just advising him, why don't I come on here, make a video and talk to you guys, because I feel like this is a general thing. He's struggling with getting a job. Some of you are probably struggling with it. But before I go into details here, I want to give a shout out to all you, my brothers and my sisters, you know, who were promised by your uncles and your aunties, oh, don't worry, once you finish school, send me your certificate, I will put you in, I will get you a job in the oil company, I will get you a job in Shell, I'll get a job in Chevron, I'll get a job here. How far? How far? How is it going? Because they promised me too, guys. Like, see, just don't mind those people. They just say trash, but never do jack. They promised me too. And I'm just like waiting, like, okay, how far? I've been out of school since 2015 and nobody has called me. I've been on this grind all by myself. Nobody has called me to say, oh, Becca, I got you this job somewhere. Oh, Becca, why don't you bring your CV here? Just like they promised me. Okay, so do not take all of those promises to heart, because, sweetie, they're going to disappoint you, because I was really disappointed. But, you know, life has to continue. And between the space of 2015 and now in 2019, I've worked in a couple of places, and I have to say that I have noticed some things with getting a job in Nigeria, in Lagos especially. So if it's the same with your state, please let me know in the comment section. Now, some of the few things I noticed to getting a job in Nigeria, the first thing would be man no man. Like, you have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows the CEO of the company. Like, it's that crazy. Nobody cares about your qualifications anymore. You have to have a godfather. You have to have someone who knows someone who knows someone. Man, no man. And I find it really irritating. Another thing I've noticed is the fact that they'll tell you, oh, you have to pay a certain amount of money for us to get you a job. So they call that token a token of commitment. It even has a tag. Like, guys, it's crazy. And I'm wondering to myself, the only reason I'm trying to get a job in the first place is because I'm broke. So if I had money to waste to pay you guys, I don't think I'll be looking for a job. And these fees are actually ridiculous. Sometimes 10,000, sometimes 15,000. And I'm like, yo, how much is the salary? We've not even gotten the job. Imagine me paying 10,000 to 3 or 4 different agents to get me a job. 40,000 naira is gone. Like, where do I mean, I don't understand it. Now, another thing is tribalism, and this plays out in some corporate organizations, right? So nobody cares about what you have to offer. All they want to know is where you're from. So if you're Yoruba, for instance, there's a higher chance that you get the job because the owner of the company is Yoruba. If you're Igbo, there's a higher chance that you get the job because the owner of the company is Igbo. And I do not understand this madness. To me, I think it's madness, because if you want your company to grow, you don't necessarily have to employ people from your village. If that's how it works, then you should employ your mother and your father. and your stepbrother if you have any. Do not make me stress myself, write your interviews, and then when I get to your company, you're asking me if I'm Igbo or if I'm Yoruba. What does that even matter? Another thing that I have noticed with getting a job in Lagos, and this to me is quite disturbing, is the fact that sometimes you even go for the interviews and you're sexually molested. Like sometimes these ugly old men will tell you to spin for daddy, and I'm wondering to myself, my father's never here, who am I spinning for them? Why do I have to spin for you? And then they're like, oh, it's all part of the job. I have to see what you have, front and back. I need to be sure that you have it. Sometimes they go as far as trying to touch you. And look, you need to be ready. Prepare your mind for the worst, because getting a job in Nigeria, getting a job here in Lagos State is a struggle. Another problem I think I've had getting a job here in Lagos State is the fact that some of them ask for ridiculous working years experience. Like sometimes they tell you they need 10 years experience, and I'm wondering, I finished school in 2015. It's not even 10 years yet. Where do you guys expect me to have 10 years experience? Like, it's crazy. Sometimes it's not even realistic. You that you're asking me to come with 10 years experience, how many years experience do you have? How many years have you worked in that company? And you're asking me, someone who is just coming out of uni, or someone who is just finishing my NYC service, and you're asking me for 5 years experience. Like, it's just so crazy. Now, in all of these things, because trust me, I have experienced them all, from me being sexually molested in companies by old, ugly, haggard looking men, to me being told that I have to pay some token to get a job, to me being told that, oh, because I'm Igbo, I cannot get the job. I'm going to share with you guys some of the things I've learned throughout my journey, from 2015 up until today. And these are some things that I picked up, while struggling to get a job. Now, the first thing would be for you to start searching early. Look, it's never too early to start searching. Don't be those people who will be like, oh, when I finish school, then I'll start searching. Or when I finish my NYC, I'll start searching. If I had known better, trust me, while I was still in uni, my final year, I would have started making moves. Or, while I was even still doing my NYC. Although I tried getting a job while I was doing my NYC, but it was really late. I didn't apply in time. So it's never too early to start searching. You can do this thing 6 months to the end of the NYC, 3 months to the end of the NYC, such that if you do all of their tests and you pass, some companies will be nice enough to tell you to complete your NYC and then join them. Like, people do these things every day, so start searching now. The second tip would be for you to take up internships. Guys, look, this is for people who are still in uni. You still have the chance to get it right, okay? So take up internships. If you're an art student, take up internships in companies that are in line with your career. So if you want to be a TV presenter, take up internships at television stations, take up internships at radio stations. If you're a medical student, take up internships at the closest hospital to you. And guess what? You can actually do these things while on holiday, so you have nothing to lose. When you're in school, you focus. When you're on holiday, you focus on your career. Now, what you're doing for yourself is accumulating work experiences, such that when you come out and these companies are asking you for work experiences, you already have 2 years or at least 3 years, because you've been accumulating all of these periods while in school. Look, let me tell you, they might not pay you as an intern, so get that into your head so that you're not there wondering, oh, how much are they even going to pay me for these internships? You might not be paid. But the good thing is you still collect pocket money, so you don't even need all of that money right now. Focus on the things that are important. The last tip I have for you guys would be for you to try and get yourselves government jobs. Like, look, even if it's federal government or state government, just get yourself a government job. Let me tell you, I have some of my friends, and I'm reducing my voice because I don't want them to catch me and be like, oh, you're exposing us. Some of these people don't even have anything they're doing in their offices. Okay, this is not to say that they do not work, but the level at which they work cannot be compared to private sectors where they will use straw to suck out the common 30,000 naira or 40,000 naira that they are paying you. Private sectors will suck everything out. But government jobs, they're not like that. Like, sometimes these people go to work at 9 a.m. and then they leave work at 3 or 4, depending on how close they are to their supervisors. Like, this is so cool. Like, just get yourself a government job and you're made. Because apart from their salary, there's this money they share for them, like almost weekly or monthly. Sometimes they just bring like 100k and then one office will share the money, and no matter your level in the office, you get your share. So get yourself a government job. I know it's not so easy getting these jobs, but if you eventually get it, you are made. That's all I have to share with you guys in today's video. If you guys found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. I know that I probably didn't give the perfect answers or just ways to secure a job and whatnot, but I'm also struggling with it. Okay, so if you have any other ideas, if you have any other tips that can be useful to anybody, including myself and the young guy who asked me for some advice, please do not fail to write it in the comment section. It's going to be really helpful to a lot of us, myself inclusive. Okay, and some other people are going to also drop ideas that might be useful to you. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel at this point, I really don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, I don't know what to say. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, I beg. Let me now beg you guys. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.